and gentlemen, welcome back to Piermont Theatre. We've got an absolute full house. Make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into our amazing panelists, we want to take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to the volunteers and organisers. Let's give them a big round of applause. My name's Andy True. It's my absolute honour to announce these amazing guys. You've seen them on your screens, but today you're going to see them in real life at Smash 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, give it up for Trash Taste, Joey the Animator.
Hello. Did you guys enjoy that sneak peek? Yeah, so that's a special that we wanted to show to you guys. That's going to be the next special that we're going to be releasing. It's going to be, as you see, the Japan trip special, where we drive from the most southern point of Japan to the most northern point of Japan. And as you can see of how many things you saw in the trailer, it's our most ambitious special yet. We had like 9 days of footage, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it was very long. It was like 9-10 days of traveling and doing stuff. So yeah, we're really excited to bring it out hopefully soon, and yeah, for you guys to enjoy it. So hopefully you guys enjoy when it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah. But as you can see, thank you. But as you can see, it's not just the three of us are there. We have a very special guest. It's basically you have a live guest podcast because Kevin is joining us once again.
Hey.
I like how we've separated the Aussies and the Brits on one side.
As you should.
Represent. As you should. Aussies represent. But yeah, how are you guys doing?
Good. It's been exhausting. This is so tiring, but it's so good. I mean, when people are like, "Oh my god, I love your videos," I'm like, "What? They're dog shit." No, I appreciate it. It's amazing being here and being here in Australia with Kevin as well. His home turf.
Yeah.
And Joey.
And Joey, of course.
Joey doesn't count. Joey has Japan, so
You're not getting out alive.
It's more of a home turf for me than it is for Kevin, technically speaking.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Melbourne represent?
And you're not going to do a Perth represent?
I was going to literally just Perth represent. We'll just sit in the corner and high five each other.
How's Smash been for you, Kev?
Really nice because no jet lag.
Oh yeah,
No jet lag. No, it's been so good. I mean, obviously you guys have been doing such amazing conventions overseas, but you know, I know that at least for some of us, this is our first convention back in a long time.
Yeah.
It's just really good to be back. So, I think
One person really missed the comment.
everyone should be going, woo. No, it's great. It's really good to be back.
Yeah, it's just been good to get like the convention vibes again, and just a reminder that weebs actually exist, and we're not just like a figment of our imagination online. They actually exist, and you know what? It's just been so nice because everyone's just been so happy. Everyone's been so positive here. What do you think? Have you noticed any difference between England and Australia? Connor, especially.
What do you mean, like the cons?
Just like the
just in
vibe.
general, maybe?
When people are happy here. People are actually happy in Australia, which is wild to me.
Yeah, so like I remember like the biggest shock I had this morning was I was going downstairs to get ready. I go to the convention, I go into the lift, and someone asked me how my day was doing. And I did not know how to react. I just said, "Oh, it's good," and I just sat there in the corner. And then the lift stopped at like level 5, so some other people started coming in, and they just started having a conversation. And me as a Brit, I'm just like, "What's going on?" People are talking in the lift.
This is illegal.
Australians are really good at asking questions that don't need to be answered necessarily. You know, like how's it going, or like how's the weather, or like you don't need an answer. It's just like a conversation starter.
I did find something to complain about with Australia.
Go on.
I apparently, I don't know why this is a thing. There's a time zone where it's just plus half an hour.
Adelaide represent.
Why? every other country is like, let's just make it at least on an hour basis, so it's easy to figure out what the fuck is going
Well,
on.
not only do we have that, but we also have a thing called daylight saving,
We
which
have
just
that-
makes
we
it
have
like,
that in the UK.
but like that on top of
Yeah,
the half an
what?
hour. So it's just like,
Who's the genius about you? That's sarcastic, obviously. Who came up with this half-hour time zone nonsense?
I don't know.
That was not
I think it was
like a
Galileo,
joke.
I think.
Galileo. Time. What is it?
Yeah, so how does daylight savings work? So it's always like, was it Adelaide? That's like half an hour ahead, and is it on like?
No, sometimes it's half an hour ahead, right?
Yeah, it depends on the mood of the year.
Yeah.
Depends on the mood, right?
So if there's a blood moon, Adelaide goes 15 minutes.
yeah, the time goes twice as fast when it's morning.
It seems dumb. I don't know.
It is.
That's the only complaint. I've been really trying to find a complaint.
Yeah, it's been really difficult because
Yeah, why are
you
you
know,
complaining about it? You're not even in Adelaide.
When I heard about that, I was just like, this is annoying. Why would they do this? Are people from Adelaide annoyed about this? I was annoyed for you. You needed me to be.
Yeah, another weird thing I've noticed since the few days I've been in Australia is like walking around and driving around and being here for a few days. I noticed there was a lot of things called like VIP lounges. And I did not know what that was. When I saw like the bright VIP lounge, I assumed that it was like a strip club.
I thought that too.
And I was just like, damn, Australians really love their strip clubs, don't they?
I think they do. They do. And then I don't know who I asked, and then someone told me they're like, yeah, no, it's a pokey. And I'm like poker? Like, no. it's
Like,
more
actually, do you
depressing.
guys want to explain? Because I don't fully get what a VIP lounge is.
So I had to explain the difference between pokies and the crown to these guys last night. Yeah, so I don't like the pokies are probably one of the most. I don't know. Like I'm not going to judge. I don't, but like
Judge your way. Do it.
No, it's. I would just say that it's typically associated with people potentially down on their luck in life, potentially throwing away more luck in
It's like pachinko, right? But just for
It's like
video
pachinko,
poker.
but somehow less fun.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's
As if that could exist.
Yeah.
Pachinko is already really.
Pachinko's already
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they kind of hide it by being like VIP lounge. I'm like, you're not a very important person if you go to VIP lounge.
When I looked into one, there's one in the pub. I was like, this does not feel very VIP. It's very the opposite.
It's just culture, isn't it?
Amazing.
nightlife.
We have bad shit in the UK as well. Don't worry
Oh
about it.
no, like in the UK we have something even more depressing, which is like corals, which is
What's that?
so it's like like imagine the most depressing building you can think of, because
Okay.
like imagine the VIP lounge except there's just no flashing lights or anything. And you go there and there's about 15 different screens that old men bet on like horse racing or Formula One
You
or
know-
any kind of sporting event that is happening at the time. And just people spend all day there.
I think that's just called a pub in Australia.
It's breakfast, I think.
Yeah, breakfast.
Liquid breakfast.
Yeah, but honestly, I had a great time in Australia so far. This is mine. Is this your first time in Australia as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely like. I've only been here for a few days. Gonna stay here for a bit longer to explore Sydney and Melbourne. But I already want to come back. You know, I feel like that wouldn't be enough time to see everything I want to see.
I think I know why that is. Because the flight time to get here is so long that you just are too tired to go home.
Yeah, you got to take full
Stuck.
advantage of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 20-hour flight from London to Sydney?
Yeah.
18 hours direct to Perth, but yeah,
Oh my
to get
God.
here, you're spending 24 hours in a plane. In a
Oh.
gas canister at 30,000 feet.
Yeah, not fun. And even to Japan, it's like 9.5 hours,
Yeah,
which is
I-
deceptively fast still. So, yeah.
Well, 9.5 hours is not deceptively fast.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, when you look at it on a map, it's like, oh, it's just there.
Yeah, it just looks small.
Yeah.
Like Breath of the Wild, you'd be there in a week.
I'm gonna watch 4 Jason Statham films, probably. From the-
Why would you do that?
Because it's the only films that airlines have for some reason. Also, okay, I'm going to go on a little rant about airlines, not Aer Lingus, although I take the full 30 minutes. I've been trying to watch this show, and every single airline has it, but they don't have season 1. They all have a different season. And it's like, this is psychotic, because who goes on a plane and it's like, oh, I want to watch only season 3 of a TV show?
Right.
I just don't understand. I want to know why this happens. Because
Just
it's like,
play airline bingo in order to get all of
genuinely,
them.
to watch all of the seasons, I have to like just guess which airline has it. It's a joke.
You have to conquer all the airlines, so you're finally able to watch it chronologically.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Awful.
No, what's even worse is that some airlines, they just like, you go on and you see a TV show and they have not even a season, but it's like season 3, episode 4.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, who is watching this one episode out of context?
Yeah, who gets on a flight and is like, oh, thank God, that's where I was up to.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know.
I've done it.
Really?
It was like Family Guy or something. You know
always Family Guy.
Because you know when you finish the movie and there's 50 minutes left, and you're like, wow, what do I watch? And you're like, I'll find something, and it's not The Big Bang Theory.
That is always on there.
It's
Yeah.
always on there.
Always.
I'm not doing it. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. So I watch Family Guy, and I'm like, oh, I don't like Family Guy. It's bad.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed that is always on for some reason is that there's a huge array of films, but they always have the entire collection of Harry Potter on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you noticed that?
What? Yeah, no, that just happened on every single flight.
Yeah, right.
Every flight.
Like even the airlines with like the worst selection in the world, they will have like I was gonna say episode, like movie 1 to 7 of Harry Potter. I'm like, why Harry Potter? Why is it always Harry Potter?
It's an amazing film series.
There's only so many times I can see Harry not get with Hermione. That was like a whole thing. It's like, oh, originally it was written for those two to be together, and then it never happened. I thought
Right.
that was true. That was the reference. I wasn't trying.
I don't know, J.K. Rowling makes a lot
I
of
don't
shit
trust
up.
anything. She said that on Twitter. And,
Yeah. What was that? What was the thing with the Harry Potter again? That we like? Yeah, the poop thing.
how
Yeah.
They don't use toilets. They just poop themselves and then they teleport.
Do you know about
this? Somewhere else.
What is this?
This is like an actual.
This is actually canon to the lore of Harry Potter, but like I think it was like an AMA or something, right?
No.
No, it was just a tweet.
Yeah, it was
where,
just like.
where
Oh, they shit themselves.
yeah, I believe like J.K. Rowling just like randomly tweeted out. Okay,
Yeah.
so just an FYI, even though that was like already
No one asked.
it was literally like no one asked. It was like this is the fucking Wendy's here right now. Like, nobody needed to know this, but she said that. Before toilets were invented, they would just shit wherever they want and use magic to cloak the shit. Or something along those lines.
I just like to think like a fan was asking about like the irrigation system or something. Which is like oh, how does it work? And it's like, I don't care.
I think this is why they have all the movies on the flight, so that we talk about it later.
That's true.
They come up with all these crazy.
It's a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Joey's never watched it.
No, I haven't seen all of them.
You haven't seen it? Wait, no. Which one have you seen?
I've seen the first 3.
Okay, I can beat that because I've seen the first 4 and then the final one.
That's not that much better.
Why?
Because I was on an airplane.
Were you on that one flight where it's like movies 5 to 7 weren't available?
Bro, I just like read the cliff notes. I just like read the spoilers. I was like, I just want to see
See,
how
at
it
least
ends.
I didn't do that. I just stopped at the 3rd one. I've read up to the 5th one though. Is that any better or?
Stop. Just watch them all.
Why it's so
Right,
long?
they're really good. Do you guys like Harry Potter?
Okay, what's all of your favorite? Like, what's the best Harry Potter film in your opinion? Out of the 7.
Either Goblet of Fire or Order of Phoenix. Prisoner of Azkaban's pretty good too.
I think Prisoner of Azkaban's my favorite.
What about you, Kevin? Have you seen Harry Potter?
I'm gonna be the total normie musician here and be like, I like the John Williams one, so
Oh.
1 to 3 specifically. 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Why
sorry,
do you have
play
like
my strengths.
you have like the fanciest signature? Because we were signing some things and I was like, what is this like encryption like thing?
Actually, I can show it actually because I remember we were just in the green room and we were signing a bunch of stuff and for some reason there was a used napkin and I was just like, oh, let's just sign it for shits and giggles. And I think Kevin's signature is this.
I can't see that.
Oh no, I thought there was a TV, but I don't know. You in the front row.
No, they can't.
It's literally Morse code. It's literally Morse code.
Where's the signature?
Yeah, where did you get that from?
Or gin.
Oh, you drank
I like to think you just don't know what you're doing. You're just fucking.
Oh,
screaming.
I do not know what I'm doing. yeah. When you said the word like fancy, I was like, maybe not.
It's fancy if I can't read it.
Sure.
Oh, in that case, I'm very fancy. You should see my handwriting.
It's not gonna work still.
Let me see.
Cameraman, zoom in on this.
Unless they have like a
I'm gonna
1 billion.
go up.
Sure, I could have just gotten a piece of it.
Zoom in on that.
This is not going to work.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
It's actually Morse code.
I'm writing it on a napkin, bro.
Someone take that. Someone take that. Post it on subreddit. You're welcome. But yeah, how's it been traveling out of Australia? Because you went to the UK recently. I don't know why I'm like asking you like an interview. You went to my wedding.
I like this.
Yeah.
I was there, man. I took your boost. But we've all been traveling pretty heavily for the first time in a long time, and we all caught up for the first time in the UK, and I got to sort of. I realized, you talked about it on one of the episodes as well. It's like last time we met before we went to the UK, Trash Taste did not exist, and now you've done what 110, near close to 110 episodes.
Oh my god, is that how
Close
many
to,
we've
yeah.
done?
Yeah.
Too many.
think, yeah.
Oh my
many.
god.
You helped a lot, and also you caused so much rage over so many bad takes. In the most lovingly way.
What was the worst take that you'd heard on Trash Taste?
I'm just gonna say it, mate. When you talked about New York pizza versus Italian pizza,
Oh, Connor. Oh,
Does
Connor.
anyone agree with me that American pizza's better, or am I the alone?
you
There
have no
are
idea.
dozens of us. Dozens.
Dude, Italians equate.
This is the start of my villain hero.
Yeah.
You know, it was a bad take when in MCM someone literally flew over from Italy to like give him shit over that.
Yeah, we literally had a dude from Italy flew all the way into London to be like, I heard you were talking shit.
He didn't even bring me any pizza.
The thing is,
That's the least he could have done.
because Gaunt's bread arc is improving.
He's actually discovering bread.
He's like coming out of the darkness. Whereas I still feel like you need some convincing potential.
No, I'm fully aware. I've been to southern Italy, and I've had the quote unquote where it's the home of pizza, and I was like, where are the toppings? They put like one piece of salami on it. I'm like, bro, this was 20 euros. What the fuck?
It's not the quote-unquote home of pizza, it's just the home of pizza.
I think if someone comes to your house at, you know, like one of those home improvement shows, and they just make your house better, it's like, all right, well, I'm going to listen to them. They made your house better, you know. So they made the pizza better, and it's amazing now.
Does anyone have any Italian blood that could come on stage right now?
No.
I just need everyone to just...
Fries in Italian.
I just think they do it better. There's no shit. You can make the thing, and someone else can make it better.
This is like the equivalent of the people you see on Twitter that like repost the art and be like, yo, I fixed your art, don't worry about it.
Sometimes they fixed it, you know.
Hot take!
It's like those, when they have those medieval pieces that get restored really badly. It's like that. I love those. That's the way I see it. It's like that. I just wanted to mention that because I really like those. I love it. They're like, Spanish school teacher fixes 1,000-year-old painting, and it's like, why did you entrust this to a Spanish school teacher? What?
Those are pretty funny though too.
Like those. Yeah, American pizza's better than Italian. That's the point. You all can boo me as much as you want. It just empowers me.
Kind of reminds
I
me
love the booze.
This reminds me of like your first special with the chess arc.
Yeah.
Because I remember we were in the lounge room watching you and Gaunt go at it for the final.
Yeah.
And it was like you were on the screen and Gaunt was on the laptop, the smaller laptop, because I was assuming you would win.
Oh.
And then at the last minute, you just see like I feel so bad because I just saw the face like after.
That was a depressing moment.
Yeah.
That was a depressing moment, yeah.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah, let's relive it. Let's
No.
relive it right now. What an amazing moment that was. Like,
It ended in a stalemate.
I also love how that entire tournament you had just an upset stomach, so you just couldn't stop shitting yourself.
Yeah, I was running to the
physically,
toilet,
like
literally shitting.
you were like in
myself.
a full-on JoJo, so you're like every 10 minutes you're like, I have to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was so rough.
Yeah, I remember like before our match start, I remember like Connor posted in like the public Discord who was like, hosting the match and everything, just to be like, FYI, after the first match is over, I'm going to need to take a massive shit. So can we make sure there's enough time for me to empty my bowels before the next match starts?
Because normally they just start the next match right
Yeah,
away.
yeah. And then
Which
I
sucks.
And then I remember I was waiting for that pause, and then there's like 1 minute pause, and then it's just like a furious type to be like, start now, we need to start now. It's like, get out of the toilet.
Yeah, I don't know why they always wanted to start right away. It was really strange.
I was talking about it in the context of your antagonist vibe. You're
Yeah.
potentially coming through with the pizza game again.
I like it. Being the bad guy is fun. That's like the most fun.
Everyone loves a redemption arc, right?
I don't want redemption. I want to be the bad guy. I like being the bad guy. It's
He
fun.
lived long enough to see himself become the villain.
Yeah, no, I lived to become the villain.
But what would be a positive take or a good take that might start your redemption arc?
I don't have any.
Are there any good takes on Trash Taste? I don't know. I think we would.
America sucks!
I think a lot of people would disagree with that take. Probably Americans would disagree with that take.
The entirety of America would disagree with that.
I can say this as like the outsider, but trash tastes good.
We didn't pay to say that, by the way.
Not yet.
Yeah. See, Kevin brings like the positivity. We're just like all jaded men who like can't say anything positive
You
about each
got
other.
to give Kevin a couple of beers for him to finally actually start like talking bad about us.
Yeah, we're all friends here. We all know what happens when you knock back a couple of James Squires. A little. Oh, you need. You know what? You need to try VB.
Long neck!
Not
What is VB?
not for enjoyment, but for cultural experience.
What is VB?
VB is a beer, is an Australian beer. It stands for very bad. And
That's not Foster's?
No. No. I mean,
Is it better or worse than Foster's?
that's like saying which is better, poo or bath. Like, they're both pretty bad. They're both bad. Let's be real. I mean, I don't even. Have you ever seen anywhere that's selling Fosters in Australia? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Is that
Has
what
anyone ever seen
Dan
like,
Murphy's.
Do they sell it at a Dan Murphy's?
Yeah. It's shit.
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
It is really bad, Foster's.
It is bad.
It's really bad.
So that's our Fosters.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, so is there like a chain that we should try here? Because like, you go to England and you either have a Tesco meal deal or you have Greggs, right?
Yeah.
It's not like, it doesn't mean it's the best thing you should try, but if you want to experience true British culture, you would try either. Is there like an equivalent in Australia that we should try?
Willie's Mud Cake.
I know, you guys are shouting 100 different things right now. Can you guys understand them?
All right, Hungry Jacks.
Hungry Jacks?
It's rebranded Burger King.
No, I got one better. Oporto's. Oporto's is actually good. It's expensive as hell, but it's like how would you explain Oporto's?
No idea. Actually, I have no idea.
Or honestly, just like go to any like chicken shop anywhere and just get like a chicken burger, and it's the best thing you'll ever have. honestly.
No, not Vegemite. I've tried that once and that was one too many.
Does your McDonald's here have any exclusive items?
Oh, HSP!
McDonald's.
Silence!
Oh, actually, though, KFC has this thing called the Zinger Burger.
No, we have. That's a UK original thing.
Is it?
Yeah. I've noticed you guys have been doing this. You guys are like, you've got to try this Australian thing, and you'll just name a British thing to me. I'm like, do you guys know?
Yeah, except it's probably not as good as the one in the UK.
That sounds quintessential. That sounds.
Fairy bread.
Very much just sugar bread. You're not special. Fairy bread is some like prison food. It's like
Bro, if I went to prison, they gave me fairy bread, I'd never want to leave.
that's why you're from Australia.
Milo.
Yeah, Milo's good.
Milo, yeah, right.
Milo cereal.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
We're just gonna name all of the Australian foods
All
now.
these-
Have you tried Rock'em?
What?
Rock on.
What's that?
Rock on these nuts. I've been holding that joke in for 5 days.
I can't believe you felt. Even I saw that coming. I was just like, Connor's gonna latch onto this.
I didn't expect Kevin. I thought Kevin was too. This is a professional anime composer. I expected better than Kevin to come down to the trenches with us.
Oh my god,
I can't
man.
believe I fell for that.
Maybe somewhere out here you'll find a W.
I thought when you said rock, I thought you were talking about like Rocky Road.
Oh, like rock on. Oh no, sorry, that's
No.
Fool me once, Kevin!
I played myself on that one. I'm sorry.
No, like the Rocky Road,
Yeah.
the cookie things.
Yes.
Yeah. Those are.
Yeah, we
that's
got that
American.
as well. Yeah.
Is it American?
That's American. Yes, I think that's American.
Oh, Anzac cookies? They're Australian.
Concrete slabs, anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody like concrete?
Yeah. It's the best tasting rock you'll ever eat. That's why Australians have all got chiseled jawlines, because we're just eating Anzac cookies.
Australians are really tall, I've noticed.
Are they?
Thanks,
Yeah.
mate.
Sorry, Kevin. A lot of Australians are tall.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who said Bunnings sausages? I told you about this, right? The Bunnings sausages?
No.
It's okay, so
This is not going to be a D's Nuts joke.
No. So we have a hardware chain, like a massive hardware chain in Australia called Bunnings Warehouse. And I
it's
think
like the Costco hot dog, right?
Being cute.
B&Q. No, it's not. No, it's better than the Costco hot dog.
Alright, it's pretty good.
No.
Stop saying whoa. What are you talking about? Like I just said that Australia sucks.
You did.
You did.
You literally, by saying Costco was better, you literally did just say Australia sucks.
Do you guys have Costco here?
Yeah.
Is it good here?
No.
Alright, well there we go.
Yeah.
That puts that to bed.
I mean, you can tell because, like, when you go to Japan,
Oh
like, when
my
we
God.
first moved to Japan,
Costco's so good.
Yeah, I thought, you know, you move to Japan, you ask the locals, where should everyone go? And you think, you know, they'll have some really cool place to recommend or something like that. But for some reason, the first thing anyone says is Costco. I'm like, Costco isn't a Japanese-only brand.
Yeah, but
It's good to have.
Costco in Japan is so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's
And-
really
and
good.
in America, it's really good too.
Yeah.
I
No, but
wish
no,
we had
it's
it in the UK.
it's either Costco or IKEA.
But IKEA sucks. It sucks. You're all sheep. The meatballs are really fucking mid.
Yeah, it's okay. It's alright.
The fact that people are like, we should spend a whole day to eat these mediocre meatballs, I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
No, but Bunnings has the sausages, the sausage sandwiches.
I do
at
love
Bunnings.
sausages.
They're really, really
As a
good.
JoJo fan, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. But yeah, while we're down here in Australia, is there anything you guys recommend us doing or seeing in Sydney or Melbourne? A shoeing. That is not an activity that we approve of.
What do you think?
Right, we got a Sydney local, we got a Melbourne local. So how about
Are you,
one?
are you,
If-
are you from Perth, though?
Originally Perth.
yeah, but he lives in Melbourne now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
Right.
from Perth.
Not enough.
So if you guys could say one thing to do in either of your cities, what should we do?
I mean, it's not the weather for it, but I mean, I can only think of just going to the beach.
I mean, you
Right?
say it's not
Because
the
it's like-
weather for it, but like every second person has apologised about the weather. It's been amazing weather.
Oh, I
Full
mean,
of
yeah,
Brits.
compared to the UK,
Full of
yeah.
Brits. This is beach weather. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I mean, be my guest, try and go in the water if you want.
I have a confession. I don't like beaches.
What? Why? Oh, it's because you're from the UK. The beaches are shit
I
there.
just don't like sand. I hate that.
All right, Anakin.
Anakin Skywalker meme. But he's got a point. Anakin has a point. Of course, it gets everywhere. It's a pain in the ass.
I don't know. What's there to do in Melbourne? That's good. In
The
your
thing is, I don't want to be like so normy and be like, oh, go try the coffee or something like
Yeah.
that. I feel that's just like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you know what? Come over. I'll show you. Yeah.
I'll see.
Yeah.
Except you're not coming over.
Well, this time. Next
Yeah.
time. I'll come back, guys. I'll come back.
Yeah.
You guys were just booing me, like, not longer than 10 minutes ago.
I will say one thing is that when I heard Connor and Gunn, especially when Connor was like, I'm having a really good time here so far, and he's just like, he stepped off the plane, he just felt like everyone was happy and he felt happy. Then, like, just, it would, I must say, again, like, a bit of Aussie pride, I guess, but it was nice to be like, you're here and you like it, that feels good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've never felt more patriotic in my life. To be like, yeah, it's really sick, dude.
That's our national anthem.
Shortest national anthem in the world.
We have a good, actually, Melbourne's a good drop bear park.
Yeah.
You haven't heard of this?
I know what drop.
Where did this drop bear thing come from? Did everyone just agree to like make shit up and just like?
Yeah.
Is that an Aussie thing? Yeah. Like, I remember Joey telling me the story about when he first came to Smash, like in 2018 or something.
I tried to. So Maylene, as you all know, our mom. When she was here with me at Smash back in 2019, me and my friend from uni was this close to convincing her that the Australian currency was called dollary-doos. And she gave like really? Like, look, it's just like really trying to process it. And it's like, yeah, we say dollary-doos.
In her defense, half your names sound like children's TV shows. Like all the signs are like Billabong and like Floppy Wumpy, and it's like, what the fuck is who's naming this shit?
Yeah, like I don't know why you chose to have your currency be called Australian dollars when just dollars sound so much. I don't know, like I can't remember when we heard of that word, but I thought it was like the actual Australian currency because it just sounds so natural.
I changed my Twitch channel points to dollars because it's so good. We need to start calling it dollars or dollary-doos. But like every time, I want it to be like a thing where every time you interact with someone who's not from Australia, everyone just needs to try and convince everyone else that our currency is called dollary-doos. I want that to be a thing.
That's a great commitment now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So has anyone ever fallen for the drop bear bullshit that you guys always say?
Yeah.
Are they American?
It's so easy.
You guys have so many weird animals. I don't blame them.
Well, yeah, I guess that's one great thing about Australia that I guess you guys experienced quite early is that like our wildlife is crazy.
Yeah.
And in a great way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I remember these two were freaking out about the ibises.
Yeah, it's just so nice to see different animals that's just not pigeons and seagulls. And even your seagulls look more aesthetic than the ones we see in the UK.
It's because your seagulls in Brighton are bald eagles.
I was going to say that the seagulls here are like tame. The ones in the UK are like monsters.
I mean,
They're
yeah.
huge.
They can be tame if they want to be.
They're like the size. Like
I
they're
see.
much smaller here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I guess because they have to like, they're living on like the streets, they gotta fight each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're up against
It's pretty thin as well. I like it.
That's because they're up against the cockatoos and the magpies, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Do they steal, like, if you're carrying food here, will they come and steal it?
Actually, I got a good one.
Okay.
So we're having a barbecue, and at outdoor barbecues, a lot of these sort of parks have like sort of barbecue areas, like sort of like built into
Yeah,
the
I saw
grass.
that, yeah.
It's really cool. But I remember we were cooking some chicken, and my friend ate like chicken off the kebab, and a kookaburra actually came in and took it out of his mouth. Like cut his tongue and everything.
What's a kookaburra or kookaburra?
Kookaburra. It's a kookaburra.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. I know what that is.
I'm just going to try and make the sound quickly. I realize it's probably going to sound like a monkey. Can anyone do a cockatoo sound very quickly?
See, there are some animals here that I'm just like, you're making this up. I don't know why you chose drop bears to be like the one that you try to convince everyone that's real. Because you could just make up a word and I believe that it's like a real bird here or something like
No,
that.
kookaburras are awesome. When they cry out, it sounds like they're laughing. And those little shits, they wake me up in the morning all the time. Yeah, it's the worst.
What's the most annoying wildlife you find here?
The cockatoos are really loud.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, the magpies. Yeah. Magpies are like a menace to society here.
I was trying to convince. I was trying to convince Grant and Sydney of like the severity of like the danger profile of the magpie, and it just was not computing. Like
I feel like they have to experience a magpie swooping firsthand in order to really know the terror of a
Aren't
magpie.
magpies the ones that steal like shiny objects? Am I crazy?
You mean crows?
No. Magpies.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do.
I think magpies do that. I'm just
They
talking
also
out my
just
ass.
swoop you for no apparent reason. Like if you get close to the nest, they just like bugger off and then they just.
I respect
No
it.
reason.
How big are they?
Like that?
Yeah.
They can get pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary.
It's more about the sharpness of the beak and those devilly red eyes.
Yeah.
They're like dark side force eyes.
Yeah. They're really scary.
Yeah. You haven't lived until you've almost died from a magpie.
You haven't lived until you've almost died. All engraved.
I'm not sure about you, and I'm not sure about anyone here, but did you ever play a game where you used to run from like your school, like kind of veranda, to a tree and see how many times you could not get swooped and then come back?
Oh, that sounds familiar. What was that?
God,
Magpie
how
chicken?
bored were you guys?
Yeah.
Or how drunk were you guys, I should say, when you attempted this?
10, so you know.
Yeah, tipsy.
Just a few mornings, just to...
Yeah.
Yeah, but like even like going to Joey's house and just going on his porch and being like, Joey, what's that bird? Joey, what's that bird? I just felt like a tourist, but it was great because you guys know every animal. I'm like, I can see why every Australian just like needs to be good with animals because you have so many of them here.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, we can't survive here. Otherwise, they would literally overrun Australian society. Yeah, but no, it's great because like my parents' place is like right next to a national park, so we get like tons of wildlife all the time. Like very rarely we get like little rock wallabies coming up into our backyard and stuff, but they're really cute. Yeah. Oh no, the other terrifying thing are the possums.
Oh.
Yeah. Possums just coming onto your porch and just being a menace to society as well.
Every country.
They are.
It seems like every other animal here is a menace to society.
They are. It sucks. The what?
Quokkas. Quokkas?
Oh, plovers.
You guys are making shit up. Just saying words.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also went to a zoo recently as well.
Yeah,
Right?
I
You saw.
got to hold a little snake. A big snake. It was a big snake.
Here.
This guy milked a snake, and it's not as exciting as it sounds. It's actually less. It's more exciting than it sounds. Sorry. You think it's gonna be like a dude like milking it like an udder? Yeah, just like let's get all this slime out. And so this guy, he's the most Australian man I've met up until we met another guy who handles wild. Why is everyone the most Australian when they're handling like a deadly creature?
Steve Owen.
It's a living.
Yeah, he was just telling us we were in this enclosure. There's a bunch of poisonous snakes, and they had ratings of how poisonous they were.
Right.
And apparently he was like, yeah, sometimes you open the thing and they jump out, and it's like, oh, what? This doesn't sound very safe. So he pulls out the snake, and then he has a little shot glass. And then he's like, yeah, so it won't actually bite the shot glass unless you put your finger there, because it's not fucking stupid. And I'm like, what? So you have to taunt it, like chicken, with this snake. That is, by the way, it has enough venom in its bite to kill like 4,000 people in one bite. And I'm like, this seems... How is the insurance company okay with this?
What did you say that same guy got bitten once?
Yeah, and so he does it. He milks the snake, and then he actually does do a little bit of milking action on the end.
Yeah.
He tries to squeeze it out.
Yeah, wring it out a bit.
Yeah. And then he's like, we go over and he starts showing us the anti-venom, and the little kid is like, oh, have you ever been bit before? He goes, yeah, I have. And then he starts telling us about how, he was just like, so I was in a coma. I was almost dead, something like that. He said he had to have adrenaline, and then he rejected the anti-venom as well, and it was just like, and then I came back to work the next day.
Is that like, do you get like official qualifications to handle like
No,
venomous animals? Because it feels like the qualification is just to be batshit crazy.
Yeah. That's definitely the first requirement, and then the license comes after that.
I think there's a taste certificate in there.
Well, they also told us apparently
That's a dark joke, though.
I didn't get that, sorry. In Sydney, apparently, you have to be qualified to pick up koalas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why?
Scratch it.
Are they dangerous?
It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
They have chlamydia?
You can get chlamydia
Yeah, I
from
mean, you
them.
can't get it twice, right? So, double jeopardy.
Yeah, that's the requirement. You have to get chlamydia once.
It's all right.
Wait,
That's a gross joke, sorry.
Are you bullshitting or is that a
No,
real
no,
thing?
no. It's true. It's true.
What the fuck?
It's because they're surprisingly really filthy animals.
Well, that really, because don't they have to feed the babies their poop?
Yeah, the baby feasts on the mother's poop.
This is a segment. This is a segment right
It's
now.
called like papping, I think, was the word.
I don't know what the term for it.
Papping.
I think it's called
Is
gross.
it papping? Is that what it is? Papping?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, but I think it's because the baby's stomach doesn't have enough acid to break down the toxins of the eucalyptus.
Yeah,
So
it's
the mom
it's
has to
oil.
eat it first,
Poop
and
it
then
out.
poop it out, and then the baby eats that poop.
They're
So
really-
literally, a koala is born. So all I'm gonna say is, if you thought you had it bad in life, koalas are literally born eating shit. That's pretty bad.
Well, it's no different from North England.
I don't think this is wrong. When they get high off their food source, right?
Yeah.
So the reason they sleep 18 hours a day is because they're constantly high, because the eucalyptus leaf gets them high, and that's their only food source.
Yeah.
They're really dumb creatures. They can't recognize the eucalyptus leaf unless it's from the branch.
Yeah.
If it's been picked and someone hands it to them, they're like,
Well,
"What
if
is
you
this?
were
What
if
is
you were
this?"
high 18 hours a day, you probably wouldn't be able to either.
I think if all I did was drugs, I would know when someone's handing me a drug. And I would just be like, all right, man, fine, I'll go with it.
Koalas are
Cute.
example.
Very cute.
Yeah, are example of a species that if they are born under any other generation, because they're cute as fuck, they would not be due to natural selection as well. They would be extinct, man.
Sure.
It's because we want to take care of them because they're cute as hell.
Well, no, the reason why they're going extinct is we turned up in Australia. And we were like, we need some rabbits here. Let's bring in some of our wildlife.
Didn't you also see what was it, a cassowary?
Oh yeah, I did. That was crazy.
Yeah, they're scary as hell.
Yeah, we fed it grapes. Apparently, they were like, it's safe to feed it grapes because
Is it?
Yeah, because it would just eat the grape.
I would be terrified though.
There's a big gate in the way, so it couldn't disavow.
Well,
them.
yeah.
Oh, is that the one with the fucking talons and all that?
Yeah, it's
crap?
like a really big
It literally looks like a dinosaur.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's pretty epic. I did, and we saw a giant tortoise. Obviously, it was really hard.
How delicious did it look?
Oh,
Bro, I'd be salivating.
I had to every 2 seconds in the stream.
And you would go to jail.
It would be worth it. How many people in our generation could say they've eaten a giant tortoise named Hugo?
Well, not for at least a few hundred years.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to try kangaroo actually, because you guys were
They are
talking
really
about that.
cute though. It does feel bad.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't be delicious.
They're really cute, but they're also really good.
What do they taste like?
Kangaroo.
Bit
Did you know
bouncy.
if you don't know what the meat tastes like, your brain automatically thinks it tastes like chicken?
That makes sense.
I think it's like a gamey veal.
Yeah. That's
You have a
probably
nuanced palate. Someone in the crowd has a child's palate. They're just like,
I was like, chicken.
oh yeah,
I'll
come
make it
chicken.
for you next week.
All right. Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, witchery grubs.
Oh, witchy grubs?
If
Maybe
you can find
you can
them.
find them,
They're
yeah.
little caterpillar-looking things, right? Little slimy.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say they're little, but yeah, they're
You can eat
grubs.
ants. You can eat ants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can eat a lot of things technically, but
ground
would you
caviar.
want to? Is that a good
You can eat
idea?
tarantula. I think tarantula.
You can eat crayons as well.
Oh yeah, we have eaten. You can eat crayons. Right?
I eat glue.
We should introduce him to the huntsman spider.
I've seen the pictures. Okay, I'm fine looking at them from afar in an image where they can't move.
No, it's fine though. They're cute when they get on your
I
hand.
always say Australia is just a PvP server.
It's the wilderness in RuneScape.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, because every time I talk to Joey about eating kangaroos, he always goes, "Oh, did you know we're the only country that eats our national animal?" And I'm like, Joey, why are you guys proud of that? Why do you say that with such pride?
Isn't that kind of cool? We have two national animals and we eat both of them.
Wait, what's the other one?
Emu. Yeah, you can eat
Emu
emu.
jerky.
Is this like revenge for them fucking you over?
Yeah.
You lost, so you're
yeah,
like,
we
well,
lost the
we-
war. We lost the emu war, so we eat them instead.
He's got to get like dodgy servo emu jerky.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it.
Unfortunately,
this time.
this was a very short podcast because
Yeah.
normally we go on for 2 hours, but we've only got an hour here. So hope you guys enjoyed this, like I guess half an episode of Trash Taste live.
Oh,
Joe,
I just hit myself.
Did you smack yourself?
I just fucking hit myself.
But yeah, guys, we've had an awesome freaking time in Smash, and yeah, if you guys would be so kind to have us back again, we would love to come back. So.
Don't forget about the Trash Taste special coming out this year. Time. It's going to be
Hell
fun.
This is our last event here at Smash.
Wait, sorry.
There's a gift here for colour.
Yeah,
The book.
Can I have the masterpiece book?
Yeah.
Can someone bring it to me?
Someone got you Masterpiece?
Yeah, masterpiece. Sorry,
Pass
I
it
have
forward,
to- sorry,
pass it
to-
forward.
You better not do anything to it, go on. Yes. I've been wanting this for so long.
No, I'm not licking it, okay? I've done that once, I've listened to Maylin, never again.
Yes. You want me to sign this for you?
Sure. There's
Okay,
a
sure.
part at the back.
But can we also get some big love for the boy Kevin Payne?
Absolutely right. Yeah, as I was saying before, this is our last event at Smash, so we have no more scheduled stuff. But if you see us around Sydney or anywhere else, please feel free to come say hi. And honestly, thank you for being absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've had an amazing time.
Should we finish on a full chorus of Aussie, Aussie, Aussie? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Like facing the Spartans.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the amazing Trash Taste! All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the last panel there. Coming up next, we have the World Cosplay Summit Awards.